Hey everyone! You won't believe this, some old 50p and 50-cent coins from the UK and Australia are now worth up to $50,000. Yes, just one small coin could make you thousands. In this video, we'll show you for rare coins that look normal but are super valuable. You might even have one at home and not know it. Let's find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. This is the famous 1969 new pence 50p coin from the UK. It was the first of its kind, made right after the UK switched to decimal money in 1969. This switch was a big deal. Before that, the British system had pounds, shillings, and pence, and it was confusing. Decimal day changed all that, and this 50p coin was one of the new coins made to match the change. Now, what makes this coin stand out? First, it looks different. It's not round. It's seven-sided, called a heptagon. It's a big coin too, about 30 millimeters across, and feels heavy in your hand. On one side, it shows Britannia, the symbol of Britain. She's sitting with a shield and a lion at her feet. The words say new pence and the number 50. The other side has a picture of Queen Elizabeth II. The design of the Queen was made by Arnold Machin. In this one, she wears a special crown called the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Now here's the fun part. Even though 188 million of these coins were made, they are not all worth a lot. Most were used daily, passed through hands, shops, pockets. Those are now worn out and not worth much, maybe a few dollars if you sell one. But the real money is in the coins that were never used, never touched. These are called uncirculated or mint state coins. When a coin is in mint condition, it means no scratches, no marks, and perfect shine. These are super rare because most coins got used. Only a few were saved in this perfect state. Coin collectors love these perfect ones. They get sent to grading companies like PCGS or NGC. If a coin gets a high grade, like MS65 or more, that's when it becomes valuable. For this 1969 50p coin, some mint condition ones have sold for $5,000, $10,000, and even up to $50,000. Yes, really. That's for one single coin. But remember, that's only for coins in perfect shape. If your coin has scratches, marks, or signs of use, it won't sell for that much. Also, this large 50p coin was used only for a short time. In 1997, the UK made a smaller version of the 50p to make it lighter and easier to carry. So the big version is no longer made. That adds more value to the old one, especially the first year it came out, 1969. Collectors also look for special proof coins or coins from collector sets. These are even more likely to be in mint condition. Some lucky people have found rare ones in old drawers, piggy banks, or boxes in the attic. So, if you have one of these 1969 50p coins at home, check it. Look at the shine. Is it scratched? Worn? Or does it look brand new? If it's in top shape, you might be holding something very valuable. It could be worth much more than 50 pence. It could be worth thousands. This is the 1976 Australian 50-cent coin. At first glance, it might look like just another coin, but it can be worth a lot, up to $25,000 if it's in perfect shape. This coin was made out of copper and nickel, just like most Australian coins from that time. It's a 12-sided coin, not round. This shape is called dodecagonal. It's also a big coin, about 31.65 millimeters wide and weighs 15.55 grams. It feels solid and heavy in your hand, and the design is pretty detailed. The back of the coin, also called the reverse, shows the Australian coat of arms. That means it has a shield in the center and two animals beside it, a kangaroo on one side and an emu on the other. These animals are special to Australia. They were picked because they both move forward, never backward, kind of like how the country always wants to move forward too. The design of the coat of arms was made by a talented artist named Stuart Devlin. He made lots of coins for Australia and is well known for his amazing work. Now, here's what makes this coin interesting. In 1976, about 27.3 million of these coins were made. That sounds like a lot. So, normally, they're not super rare. You can even find some of them still in people's homes or coin jars. Most of the time, if you find one, it will be used and a bit scratched. These used coins are not worth much, maybe $1 or $2, or up to $5 if they're still in okay shape. But here's where it gets exciting. Some of these coins were never used. These are called uncirculated coins. That means they were kept safe, not touched, and never passed around. They still have full shine, no marks, and all the tiny details on the coin are super clear. These are the coins collectors really want. There were also special versions called proof coins. These were made just for collectors. They have an extra shiny finish and super fine details. Very few proof coins from 1976 are still around today in perfect condition. If someone finds one of these coins in uncirculated or proof condition, and it gets graded by a top grading service, it can sell for big money. Some of these top grade coins have been sold for as much as $25,000. That's for just one coin. The key thing is the condition. If the coin has even a small scratch or is dull from wear, it won't be worth much. But if it's shiny, clean, and sharp, it could be very valuable. Most people don't know that coins like this can be worth so much. They may have one lying around and not even realize it. It could be in a box, an old drawer, or with other old coins. That's why it's always a good idea to check. You never know, you might be holding a small piece of Aussie history that's worth thousands of dollars. This is the 1980 UK 50 new pence coin. It looks a lot like the 1969 version, and that's because it shares the same size and shape. It's a big coin with 7 sides, and people call that shape heptagonal. This coin was made before the UK changed the 50p to a smaller size in 1997. So this is one of the last large 50p coins to be used in everyday life. The front of the coin has a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, but not the same one from 1969. This one is an updated version, made in the late 1970s, where the Queen looks slightly older. The artist updated the design to match how the Queen had changed over the years. On the back of the coin, you'll see Britannia, just like on older 50p coins. She is sitting, wearing a helmet, and holding a shield and a trident. A lion sits next to her. This is a classic British design, and it shows strength and tradition. Even though this coin was made in 1980, the design still followed the old look that people were used to seeing. Now here's the thing. In 1980, the Royal Mint made about 89 million of these coins. That sounds like a lot, and it is. So most of these coins are not rare. You might even find one in an old jar, drawer, or coin box. If it's scratched, dull, or shows signs of wear, it's not worth much, just its face value of 50 pence. That's because so many were made, and most were used in everyday life, which wore them down over time. But just like with the 1969 coin, it's the uncirculated ones that matter. That means coins that were never used. They stayed in perfect condition from the day they were made. These coins are very hard to find now. Most of them were either used or lost. Some people who saved coins in mint sets or kept them safely in boxes may still have one. And if that coin looks brand new, with no scratches, full shine, and sharp edges, then it's what collectors call mint state. Coins in perfect mint state are very rare. Collectors want them badly, and they're willing to pay big money to get one. A top-quality 1980 50p coin that has been graded by a trusted company like PCGS can sell for a very high price. Some of these coins have been sold for up to $40,000. That's for just one coin. The key is the condition. Even the smallest mark or dull spot can drop the value a lot. But a coin that's shiny, clean, and looks like it just came from the mint? That's gold to a collector. So while most people think this coin is just another old 50p, it could be something really special if it's untouched. It's always worth taking a close look. If you or someone you know has a 1980 large 50p coin that looks perfect, it might be worth way more than anyone expects. All it takes is one rare coin in the right condition to make it worth thousands. This is the 1980 Australian 50-cent coin. It looks just like the 1976 version, and that's because the design didn't really change. It's got the same shape, 12 sides, not round. This shape is called a dodecagon. The coin is also pretty big and heavy. It weighs 15.55 grams and is about 31.65 millimeters across. You really feel it when you hold it. Most people in Australia have seen or used one of these coins at some point. The front side of the coin has Queen Elizabeth II, and the back shows the Australian coat of arms. The coat of arms has a shield in the middle, and on either side of it is a kangaroo and an emu. These two animals are special because they can't walk backward. That's why they were picked, to show that Australia always moves forward. The design of the coat of arms was made by Stuart Devlin, a famous coin designer who made many beautiful coins for Australia. His designs are still loved today. Now, in 1980, millions of these coins were made. So they are not rare just because of how many exist. You can still find these coins in change, in old coin jars, or in boxes at home. If a coin has scratches, dents, or wear from being used, then it's just worth 50 cents. That's most of them. But, like other rare coins, it's not just about how many were made, it's about the condition of the coin. Some of these 1980 coins were never used. They were kept in safe places and never passed through hands or pockets. These coins are called uncirculated. They still shine, have no marks, and look just like they did when they were made. A coin in this kind of perfect condition is very hard to find. That's what collectors are looking for. These coins can be sent to coin grading companies, where they get checked and given a score. The higher the score, the more the coin is worth. A perfect mint coin from 1980, with full shine, no wear, and sharp details, is very rare. If it gets a high grade, it can sell for up to $20,000. That's a huge amount of money for a 50-cent coin. It may sound crazy, but collectors will pay a lot for coins in top condition. Proof coins, those made just for collectors, are even more valuable. They were made with extra care and better detail, so they shine more and look better than normal coins. If you find a proof version from 1980 that's still in perfect shape, that could be a jackpot. Most people don't think twice about coins like this. They see them as common, but the truth is, the rare ones are still out there. It's always a good idea to check old coins closely. Look for the year, check the shine, and see if it looks brand new. Even one small coin, if kept perfect all these years, could now be worth thousands of dollars. So if you've got a 1980 50-cent coin, it might be worth way more than just 50 cents, if it's the right one. So there you have it, for rare and valuable coins from the UK and Australia that could be sitting in someone's drawer right now. First, the 1969 UK 50p new pence coin, worth up to $50,000 if in mint condition. Then the 1976 Australian 50-cent coat of arms coin, which can sell for $25,000 when perfectly preserved. Next, the 1980 UK large 50p with Queen Elizabeth II's updated portrait, valued at $40,000 in top grade. And finally, the 1980 Australian 50-cent coin, also with the coat of arms, which can reach $20,000 if flawless. What makes these coins valuable isn't just age or design, it's condition. Coins that are shiny, clean, and untouched are what collectors are looking for. So before you toss that old coin aside, take a closer look. It might be worth far more than its face value, maybe even thousands of dollars.